Roses, brought to you by Totally Tan and Spa.
Getting you the evidence you need to bust a cheater. This is Dave Ryan's War of the Roses, 101.3 KDWB.
War of the Roses, brand new. It's 101.3 KDWB. We've basically got some dirt on this guy in the past. And usually if there's building evidence that's like, okay, he's cheated before, he's lied before, now something suspicious is coming up, one of two things is going to happen. He's either actually cheating or you're going to think he is based on your past experiences.
Exactly.
So we got Teresa on the phone. Teresa, tell me what, like months ago around Christmas time, you busted him doing something shady back then. Hi, Teresa.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for being on, by the way. Welcome to War of the Roses. What did he do around Christmas time where you busted him doing something?
So, like, around Christmas time, we were just hanging out at his house one day, and he was on the phone with his boss, and he says, she says, I have to go into work. Oh, sorry. And so then he hopped in the shower to get ready to go to work. And so while he was showering, I did go and get his phone. And I saw that the last call he had was from 3:15 the day before. So then that means that he was just like had his phone to his ear, was talking to nobody. And so I confronted him. I'm like, what do you mean you have to go to work? You weren't on the phone with anybody. You don't have any calls from today. And he was like, oh, I just wanted to be alone. I didn't want to hurt your feelings. And that's all, blah, blah, blah. I was like, why'd you have to take a shower? He's like, I just wanted to be alone. And so he always has, like, an excuse. He's really good at making excuses or explaining things away. So this last time, I didn't even confront him in the moment because I knew there was going to be an excuse or an explanation. And so I thought if I got him on here, there was, like, nowhere to run figuratively. And
Oh, no, that's not true. That, you know what? I hate to burst your bubble, but guys on War of the Roses will send roses to the wrong woman. They'll send a card that says, I love you and I can't wait to dump Teresa and be together with you. And then they'll lie their way out of it.
See, but Teresa knows better. She's prepared for this. She's not falling for it, right, Teresa?
No, this time it's not going to catch me off guard. I've thought of scenarios. I'm hoping to be prepared. And
So let's
if
go
it's
back.
some shady explanation, then I
There
know.
will be. Trust me.
Yeah.
Can we go back and re-explore Christmas time? He was literally walking around putting on a show for you, saying, oh, yeah, come in. Yeah, again, I guess I can come in. I guess. Yeah. He gets in the shower. You had the foresight to look at his phone, nothing on there, and you confronted him. Then he said he didn't have to go to work. He just wanted to be alone, but he had to take a shower in order to be alone. Not buying it.
No, I'm not buying it either, but
A great method actor, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. But the recent one, you say there's like no way he can deny what he was doing because you actually saw it with your own eyes.
Yes.
What was he doing? I'm not kind of clear on what he was doing.
So what happened was we were on a Zoom call, right, like everyone is nowadays, and you could see the reflection. I could see the reflection of his phone on the patio door behind him. And he was on Tinder. And he was, like, swiping.
Jeez.
We were, like, talking about, like, you know, what we had done and how everything's awful. And then I can just see him swiping right and swiping left.
So I'm
on
guessing
Tinder
he's on his
through that
computer.
reflection.
I'm guessing he's on his computer if he's on his phone swiping.
Yeah, so we both have desktops, and so he was on his computer, and I could see, and he was on his phone doing something else, and I could see what he was doing.
Well, how busted can you get?
I can't
Wow.
believe you restrained yourself from saying something in that moment. I would have been like, I can see what you're doing.
I know, but it's too much. Like, I knew he was going to say something, or like, I had no idea what he was going to say, but the first time I didn't really, like, give it much thought after he explained it, because there hadn't been any, like, past precedent, if you will, you know? So I was like, okay, he's not a cheater. He doesn't give me any reason to doubt him. All right. But now with this second time, I feel like that time at Christmas is his past shadiness, like something was off. He was lying to me in some way. And so I just wanted to make sure that, I was able to build a case and not just be like, it's just this one thing, it's just another thing. You did what you did at Christmas, and then I saw the Tinder reflection on that last Zoom call, and then right now he goes and he gives the flowers to somebody else. Like, that's already 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have to think about it anymore.
Well, that's what we're going to do next. We're going to make that phone call to him. In the meantime, text me and let me know what you think is going on. Whether you think that, okay, he was definitely doing something.
Yeah.
What, maybe you text me the ridiculous story that your partner gave you, what they tried to get away with. Anything you want to text on this one, and we'll read those in a second. Before we make the phone call, his name is Chris, so we'll call Chris with the usual ploy. Hey, Chris, we're from your cable company. Take this survey, and we'll give you a dozen roses. You can send them to anywhere you want. And he'll be like, really? Anywhere? And the wheels start turning in his head. And he's like, well, I can send them to my girlfriend, Teresa, but I would probably rather send them to my side action because I see Teresa all the time. Now, that's one of the problems when you're seeing somebody else on the side. They're always complaining that they don't get enough attention.
Okay.
So then he needs to send her flowers to make up for it.
Okay.
We got this all figured out. We'll do this next on KDW.
All right, so it's the Dave Ryan Show on 101.3 KDWB, War of the Roses. So she saw him doing something shady.
Well, he said a couple of things. Back in December, he was on the phone like, oh, yeah, I'll come in. And he's like, oh, that was my boss. I have to go into work. It's so annoying. Hops in the shower, and she's like, I just have this feeling.
Weird.
She looks through his phone. 0 calls on his phone log since the day before. So she confronts him. He's like, you know what? Yeah, I did make it up. I don't have to go in. I just wanted some alone time.
Which I understand that, because sometimes if you're around someone too much.
It's the shower that was the issue. Why did he need a shower for that? Fast forward, he explains that away. She's like, okay, there's never been any other reason for me to think something's going on. We're cool. But recently, she's on a Zoom call with him on their computers, and he's talking, and he's on his phone swiping through Tinder. She can see the reflection behind him on the patio door, which, first of all, bad luck on his part.
Yes.
Just...
You shouldn't have done that.
No, I mean, we should have done it.
You know, that's what happens sometimes. The reflection gets you.
It can.
Do we have any text messages?
We do. It says maybe he's Tindering because he's bored in quarantine, just doing it for fun. But the weird fake phone call definitely would raise a flag. My boyfriend broke up with me and said he started started dating other people. A month later, he wanted to get back together. Not buying that.
I don't. Yeah.
How does she know the Tinder app through a reflection unless she's also using it?
I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I
never even used Tinder, and I don't know what it looks like.
Yeah.
If she saw him swiping, why does she need to do War of the Roses? Just dump him for that. I think some people just want the joy of catching them.
Yeah, or just to know that they're not crazy.
Right. We'll find out. We're going to call him right now. So you get a dozen long-stem romantic roses, Chris. And we're going to send those out for you this coming week. And they'll get to your recipient by the end of next week. All I need from you is a first and last name of the recipient.
Katie.
Okay, cool. We'll grab the address in a second, but like with most flowers, you can include a note if you would like. What would you like the note to say?
Just thinking about you.
Okay, perfect. So it was Katie.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, here's some weird news for you. We were hoping you would send the roses to your girlfriend, Teresa. And by the way, I have other news for you. This is not your cable company. It's not a survey. It's a radio station. It's KDWB. And we wanted to see who you would send the roses to, Chris. And another news flash is that your girlfriend, Teresa, is on the phone and just heard you send flowers to somebody else.
Why are you sending flowers to Katie?
Who is Katie, by the way? Do you know who Katie is?
Katie is his girlfriend.
Is who?
Supposedly, in the past. Why are you sending flowers to Katie?
That's his ex-girlfriend?
I thought so.
Are you still there, Chris?
I don't understand what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it usually gets a little confusing
Yes.
at this point. So the survey that you just did was all a big ploy to trick you.
Yeah.
Well, right, but we wanted to find out who you would send the roses to, and you sent them to somebody that you probably shouldn't have sent roses to, and you got busted because your girlfriend Teresa heard it.
Yeah, so no free flowers.
Yeah, there's no
All you
flowers.
have is a no girlfriend now.
basically, Teresa caught you, just so you know, the other day. You were talking to her on Zoom, and she could see the reflection in the patio door of you Tinder swiping. So she called us to see who you would send roses to because she wasn't feeling so good about that, especially since months ago you lied about going into work and she caught you. So now you're sending roses to your ex. Why are you sending roses to your ex?
Oh, my God. This is some elaborate joke. It has to be. Like, seriously, the Tinder thing, I was bored. I mean...
Yeah, that was your excuse
just
last
give me
time, she
something
said.
to do.
I don't know, maybe a jigsaw puzzle. Maybe it might be something to do.
Yeah, you can do anything.
In the shower? Are you serious? We talked about the shower. I just needed some time alone. You were at the house for like
Yeah, but it's weird you
almost
needed
a
to
week
take a
straight,
shower.
'cause-
But it was weird you needed to take a shower, but we got past all of that.
We did. We're asking, why are you sending roses to Katie instead of to Teresa?
It was just Mother's Day. She's a mom.
Oh, okay. So remember when we started this call a little while ago, Teresa, and I said he's going to have an excuse for sending the roses to somebody else? The excuse is
It's not an excuse.
She's
a mom.
excuse is it was just Mother's Day and she's a mom.
Does that work? Is that cool for you then, Teresa?
No, there's a bunch of other moms, like your mom. You could have sent them to your mom then.
He could have sent them to
I
you.
don't know why you think you have to send the flowers to Katie just because she's a mom. There's a bunch of other moms that we know, that you know.
My
that
mom
they don't
isn't
need to have
local.
them.
Wait,
My
what?
mom's not local. My mom's in another state.
What does that have to do with anything?
The flowers weren't for Mother's Day. They could have been for anything. They were just flowers. You could have sent them to your girlfriend. Silence.
I don't know why you guys don't believe me. Like, I couldn't think of another mom besides Katie, so cool.
So you couldn't think of anybody except for her, including myself. You couldn't think of me. All you could think of was Katie. Is she on Tinder?
No, I'm
Did you
thinking of Mother's
reconnect on
Day.
Tinder?
Oh, my God. Mother's Day just passed, right? So that's, all the commercials you hear and see are for Mother's Day. So that's been on.
See, this is what I'm
who's the
talking
mom?
about, guys. Every time. And he's like a dog with a bone. He just won't let go of his story, and then he just explains, and goes deeper and deeper. This is just not happening anymore, Chris. Like, you've already had your first strike with everything that happened during Christmas, and then I see you with Tinder, and your simple explanation is that you're bored. You're bored, so you have to go look at other girls. You could, like she said, be doing a jigsaw puzzle, fixing something around the house, go do some volunteer work, anything. But no, what your thing is Tinder, and now you're sending these flowers to somebody else, your ex no less. That's 3 strikes. We're done. Have a happy isolation because I do not want anything to do with you anymore.